Something very special has been added here in the Sandpiper suite this week, and I cannot wait to show you what project we've been working on. We've also been shopping in somewhere that you probably would not think of shopping for an 1840 Georgian manor, and some new treasures arrived at the manor and have found a new home here, and I'm going to show you what they are. We also have some very exciting news for you if you love live music and or vintage picnics. So stay till the end of the video because I have some really exciting news that I'm going to share with you about that. And don't forget, if you're enjoying our videos, make sure you hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, The Ladysmith Manor Diaries, to ensure you see all our videos when they first come out. But first, let me show you what we've been up to this week. You'll probably remember me talking about our Sandpiper suite and the bathroom and the wall in the bathroom above the beautiful copper tub. And I've been talking about putting wallpaper on that wall for a long time. And my original plan was to do something with clouds and the sky in the pinks and the blues, and it was gonna look beautiful. But then I discovered something that I think is gonna be 100 times better. And it finally arrived this week in this box, because in this box, I have still wallpaper, and it's one big, long, continuous roll. But what we do is we cut it, and it actually is going to create a mural on the bathroom wall, or looking across the sea, the sand, the sea, and it's even got little birds in it. Sandpipers walking on the sand. I am so excited. And so today, it just came in, so we're about to cut the pieces and then get them up on the wall. So the clever thing about this is the mural's been basically printed onto wallpaper size, and then each piece fits together. So you kind of only get one chance at getting it right. So if we screw this up, I'm going to be really sad. But we've got a good track record of wallpaper, so I think it will work out really well. And I cannot wait to see this on the wall because I think it's going to look so great. First piece up.
Yeah, it's going on quite well. Famous last words.
Oh, it already looks a little bit like an ocean in here.
It's nice and humid like the ocean here.
Yeah, it is. So you've gone back to the wallpapering, pasting the wallpaper, hey?
That's what I always do, isn't it?
Well, no, we did the one downstairs where you tried
it.
the wall, but you didn't like it.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I'd rather...
So pasting the wallpaper is definitely the best option in our opinion.
For me.
Yeah. And you can see on this piece, the very first little thing. Look, there's a head of a bird. Just one little piece. So I've just now put everything back in the Sandpiper suite bathroom. I am so excited about this wallpaper. It has come out so beautifully, and it just makes the room feel so much bigger. And one of the things I just love, just look at these little birds, the Sandpipers that are walking along the sand. There's some more up there. And it's just got this very relaxing, calming feel to it. I said to Stephen, if we put some music, you know, the sound of waves on, I could almost sit in here and feel like I'm by the sea. It just is the perfect addition. So now we've got our beautiful copper tub, which is just looks magnificent in this room anyway. And now we have this beautiful background that just really makes this room feel so even more special. So the final touches in here, we just got to put our crown molding on the top just to fill up that space and finish off the top. But it now just looks so great. And I feel like we can really now call it the Sandpiper suite because it just has those elements about the Sandpiper which are just perfect. People often ask me where I pick up all the different pieces that I add into my rooms. And often we do get them from auctions, we get them on Marketplace. Often they're antiques, very old, but every now and then we end up going to somewhere that you probably wouldn't expect us to shop when you're putting things into an 1840s Georgian manor, and that is IKEA. Now, IKEA obviously is generally more modern. It's not really the style that we would put, back in the day, but they actually have some really great pieces that fit very, very well. And the one thing I love about vintage is you can really mix and match it with more modern pieces, and it works really, really well. And we were just down in Halifax this week, picking my mum and dad up from the airport. We dropped into to IKEA, and I've been looking for some cushions to go on the bed here in the Sandpiper suite for a while now. And I found these cushion covers in IKEA, and I think they're going to be perfect because we have the kind of stripe in the curtain here in the room, and I have this beautiful this cushion that I actually got from the Painted Pineapple in Moncton, and I love this, so I wanted something to complement it. So I thought that maybe this kind of stripe with the blue would be the perfect addition to the to go on the bed. So I picked these up, and like I say, it kind of isn't necessarily where you'd think of going shopping, but sometimes they have things that just work perfectly. What do you think? I think these are actually quite nice. It almost feels like a linen feel to it too, which I really like the texture of the fabric. So I'm going to make the other one up, and then we'll put them on the bed and see what they look like. And while we were there, we also found this cushion, this butterfly that is the perfect addition to our woodland suite. Goes really nicely with our wallpaper, and so I've added it to the bed on this one as well. The other thing we picked up when we went to IKEA were these. These are dog tail hooks. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, these would be perfect for the pub. So we've decided to we've got two. We're going to put one in each of the washrooms. And so when you go to the washroom and you need to hang up your coat or your bag, we're going to have a dog tail hook for you. They're not antique, they're not vintage, but they're so quirky and fun, I couldn't resist them. And that's the thing about the manor and the pub. We just like finding things that are a little bit quirky, a little bit different, even if sometimes they're in IKEA and other times they're in an antique store. So these are going to be going up this week. But the other thing that came and found its new home here in the manor were these amazing antique cameras. Now, as you know, we love old vintage antiques, and I particularly love cameras. Stephen is trained as a photographer, so that's his thing as well, but there's something so charming about these old cameras. And so Leonie and her husband were here for an afternoon tea, and they brought me this box, and in this box were these 4 fabulous cameras. I just love this one. It's just such an unusual shape. And the amazing thing is that you would look down in this space down here to see what you would be taking the photo of, and they still work. You can still use them to see through. But these ones, they're just so beautiful. He brought me 4, and this one is got to be one of my favorites because it's so big. And I just love the look. You know, you look at what they used to use as cameras, and then we think about what we use today, our phones, and the quality of the pictures are amazing. But there's something really just so nostalgic and so charming about these old cameras, and to think about the people that would have used them and the stories and the photos they would have taken back in the day. So I want to say a huge thank you for these. These are just such a treasure. I've used them a few times in the different decor I've been doing over the last few weeks, but I think I'm going to display them all together. They feel like they need to be a collection, and I'm going to find a place. I haven't quite decided where in the manor we're going to put them yet. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But I just love them. So thank you so much. Again, as always, we are so appreciative of people when they donate things to us, and everything always gets a special place, and it gets to be enjoyed by so many people, which is wonderful. Even the dog tails, albeit from IKEA, I'm sure they'll put they put a smile on my face. So I'm hoping that they'll put a smile on a few people's faces when they go to the washroom and they see them on the wall. But I'm going to find a new home for these in a new space, and then next time you come, you'll have to look out to see where I put them so you can have a look at them yourself. If you've been following our post this week, you will know that we finally got our terrace open last Friday. It was the day after I put out the video. We finally got a phone call. In fact, they phoned us at first and said they would be here on the following Monday. They were going to be driving all the way from Bathurst, which is hours away. And then 10 minutes later, I got another phone call from someone else who said they were in Moncton, they could be here in half an hour. And so they dropped by, they were here 5 minutes, they signed us off, and so we were able to open the terrace last Friday, and it took us over a month of challenging and very frustrating phone calls and emails and just banging your head against the wall. But that is all gone. We have now opened, and it is just beautiful out there. So if you've not come by and visited our terrace yet, you need to do that, because it is just lovely. We've got couches out there, we've got chairs, we've got the clock. Stephen's just got a new clock in here and it dings just like that. It's just a lovely space surrounded by the leafy green of the trees. We've got music out there. We're going to be adding the string lights so that it'll be lit at night. It's just a really nice place to hang out, and it's a big relief, to be fair, that we're finally open, and it's just lovely seeing people out there enjoying it. Although I have to say, last weekend was probably the coldest weather we've had for the last month, so we opened it and then it was a terrible weekend. But this week has been gorgeous, and it is definitely a lovely place to be outside. And so the other thing that we're going to be adding this weekend, now we've got our terrace open, is we're adding live music. And over the summer, we're actually going to be doing live music outside whenever the weather permits. But on Saturday night this week, we have Kathy and Mo coming. They are amazing couple. They have, Mo plays guitar, Kathy sings. They do classic rock and blues. They're fabulous. And so I'm really excited, because this is our very first official live music. We have had, on many occasions, we've got some regulars who come in, bring their guitars, and it's fabulous to hear them play. But this is kind of our first official live music event. And Saturday night between 7 and 9, we're going to be, we'll have the live music. And then you will start seeing them more regularly over the summer, along with our open mic nights and our trivia nights, which are also coming, so watch this space. But if you're in the area this Saturday, the 8th, between 7 and 9, drop in and enjoy a drink with us, listen to some live music. We'd love to see you. And then I also have exciting news about vintage picnics. Now, I posted a week or so ago about the fact that we're bringing our vintage picnics back, and I had such an amazing response. I had so many people contact me saying, I want tickets. But this year we are doing our vintage picnics again over the Sandpiper Festival, which is in August. We're going to be doing them with a Sandpiper theme, which I'm really excited about, especially as we now have Sandpipers on the wall in our Sandpiper suite. But we are going to be doing our vintage picnics again. We did them a couple of years ago in the summer, and they were a huge hit. So you will get a basket full of vintage crockery and china and the linen napkins, and then just a basket full of delicious food. And we're going to be doing them, like I say, with the Sandpiper theme. So I am going to be releasing all the information in the next couple of days. So watch out if in your emails and the posts. I will be sending out to our email list hopefully tomorrow. I'm just finalizing the details. So watch this space, and then you'll be able to book your vintage picnic in August. And I'll have all the dates and the times, etc. on that. And then the other big news, I mean, I've got so many things that we've got going on this summer. We are going to be opening our Manor Keys membership again in the next few weeks. Now, if you remember back, we launched it last December. If you become a key holder and join us in the Manor Keys, you get all sorts of discounts. Everything from free tickets to our markets, preview access to our market. You get a key holder only garden party each year. We give you discounts off things you buy in the Thirsty Whippet Pub. There's all sorts, and we're going to be adding some new additional benefits this year that will be grandfathered into all our existing key holders and will be added for new key holders. So I've had lots of people asking, when are we opening it? We don't have it open all year, but it is coming soon. So watch out for that. But I'm going to get back to work. We've got lots of things. We're getting ready for our live music on Saturday. I can't wait to see you there. Please drop down and see us. We'd love to see you on that night. Oh, excuse me. And I will see you back here next Thursday for our next episode of the Ladysmith Manor Diaries. And look forward to seeing you at the pub and for the live music and our vintage picnic soon.